Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Nembrini Audio's Crunck V2, or version 2. So what have we got here? Nembrini, they've been in the game a while now, and my favorite thing about these guys is that they have quite an extensive free section on their site with lots of different overdrive pedals for guitarists. They've got a wah pedal on there, different rack effects. I personally use the NA808 plugin, which I've got here. I use it all the time to boost amps, and I love it. It's a fantastic plugin. So what have we got here? The Crunck version 1 looked a lot different. It was a lot simpler. I think it sounded a little bit similar. It's been years since I tried that thing, but I remember it being pretty good. It was somewhere between mid-gain and high-gain sounds, more of a, not so much metal, but like high-gain, lead guitar sort of tone. I definitely thought it was good. It just wasn't quite doing it for me. If you want full-on slamming metal tones, there were other things that did it better, I think, back in the day. But this version 2 boosted through the built-in IR. All these settings here are the factory default, except for the output, and it sounds pretty great. So the chain, got the tuner as always. I've got the effector silencer as a gate going into the NA808. I've just got the drive down to 0, tone at 12 o'clock, level at 12 o'clock. I feel like that's all it needed, with the amp in its default state. And got the amp itself. It's a one-channel sort of thing. We've got an edge control, gain control, bass, middle, treble, master, presence, mode. You got your plug-in output here, power to bypass the amp, and this cabinet on or off. Now this is just a single IR. It's a V30 and a 4x12. I'm not too sure what kind of cab it is, but it sounds like some sort of Mesa. So I'm just gonna get some tones. I'll just turn the boost off so you can hear it in its default state. The only thing I altered is the output. This is it in its default state. Yeah, like I said, it's got that great sort of late 80s hot rodded kind of like, super hot Marshall, like leaning towards a Soldano kind of thing. It's got a really cool like character to the distortion. I really like it. So we've got this edge button here. It seems to sort of tighten the low end and give the amp more of a percussive voice. So this is with it up, and this is with it down. So it definitely thickens it up, fattens it up, a little bit more fuzzy, looser low end. And this mode switch, this is with it up, and this is with it down. The mids are poking out a lot louder. It's a lot more pronounced in the mid-range. That would be pretty cool in the real world as like a lead guitar boost on a lead break. So I'm going to put the boost back on there as to where it was at the beginning. Just turn the output down a bit. Let's mess with the mids a bit. Sound a bit more modern. got a lot of string clarity too. I really like it when companies just put out the amp. I know it's got on and off IR here, but I really like it more modular like that, where if you want to boost, you can put a boost plugin in front of it. Cab section, you can put that on after. Either got those plugins already or you've got them built into your DAW. You might as well use them, you know, instead of having a full all singing, all dancing suite, which is great. You know, I do use those plugins, but I much prefer it more modular. So you can just build your own chain out of, you know, anything from any brand. You know, I really like doing things like that. So I'll just scoop the mids a bit because that's what I like. At the master control, I'll just see what it does. It is affecting the output, so I'll just keep that down. And a presence control, very handy. Yeah, it's all good stuff. So I'm just gonna turn off the built-in cabinet, which does sound good. It's pretty well-rounded. And I'm gonna use Pulse and put on Barefoot 1, one of my favorite IRs ever. So I'm just gonna boost the amp's volume a bit because Barefoot 1 is quite quiet compared to this IR. It definitely metals. This is quite the step up from version 1. I'm really liking this. Crunck version 2 or Crunck V2. Yeah, they've absolutely nailed it. Check it out, the link below. It's completely free. You've got nothing to lose. Get chugging, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And subscribe if you want to see more metal related stuff. I'll be back sometime with a video on something else. So until then, ciao.